What's up, everybody? It's your girl vibing with Ned, and I'm back again with another lit reaction video. I'm back again, guys. Sorry for the absentee and the hiatus. As I said before, I am definitely going forward with school. School has been taking front seat while my YouTube has been taking back. Only because the courses are beginning to get a lot harder and a lot more for me to focus on. So that's the reason why I haven't been. But I'm coming back and I've caught up, so I'm back in action. Um, so let's get right into it. I'm still doing um the giveaway of the gift cards. I'm just waiting for people to start chiming in and saying, "Hey, I I subscribe to a couple of your social medias. So as soon as y'all let me know, then I can start writing down numbers. I mean, I'm sorry, writing down names. I can start writing down names. And sorry, guys. Hold on. This is my daughter. Let me take this call. Hello. I'm fine. Let me call you back. I'm in the middle of a video. I'll tell you about it. Just let me call you right back. Girl, you gonna hear your voice on her. I'm typing on my laptop. I'm sorry, y'all. This is my daughter. She's calling. She's asking questions. Uh, I'm doing a video right now. I'm getting ready to do the video on the Mena and Spice story. Would you like to chime in? Would you like to chime in? No, because they might not like what I say. So, okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let you go and I'm gonna call you back as soon as I get there. It'll be about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay. Sorry, guys. Um, it gets real over here. So she called right in the middle of me starting to do the video, and I'm not gonna even cut it out. Guess what? I'm real. I have a life. You guys see that now. That is my daughter Alexis. She didn't want to comment right now. She will start gradually coming in doing the videos with me, but she was like, "You're not gonna like what she has to say." But yeah, let's chime in on this, and we'll get back. We're gonna get to the giveaway. But we gotta have more people. I gotta have. Well, I really only seen a few people, but I just want to get at least 20 people to come in and say, okay, I want to enter the giveaway, so I can give pick from those 20 or 30 people, so I can give away some gift cards before Christmas. So let's see how it goes. And let's get right off into this video. Again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Hit that post notification bell so that when I upload, you know that I've done so. Now, let's get right off into this video, guys. Whew. Last week was a mess. And when I say it was a mess, it was a pure mess. So, we all know that, I think it was last Monday or last Tuesday, whenever, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta came on, and Erica at the end, let's just talk about it. Erica Mena and Spice, said, she got upset. She was like, let's talk about your son. You want to talk about all this other stuff. And yes, kids are off the table. You should never talk about anybody's kid. I think what she was doing was trying to get her to answer the question about her son, and she didn't want to answer the question. That should have never been brought up. So she got upset. How the way she brought it up was, segueing into her. I knew that she knew that was gonna set her up, set her off. I'm not saying that what Spicy was right and it was not right, because you wouldn't want nobody bringing up your kids in a scenario like that. So therefore, kids are off the table. Bam. Now I'm gonna go past that, and I'm gonna say Erica doesn't need to be counseled, but she has been counseled. People are counseling her, you know, because the whole premise of the story is for young black women, whether you're from 20 to 50. We are all looking at these shows because Mama D is on there and she's older than us. So it's, and then it may be women that's Mama D's age that's on there, just looking at it solely for her. So what I'm saying is, you got women of all walks of life. Not only are you have your Latino sisters and your Latino brothers watching, you got black women and you got their husbands watching. I know a lot of YouTubers, they watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I know, for instance, Carmen and Corey, I seen it playing on their TV. Now, that being said, some things you should never do. I'm not if you're a content creator, and everybody, and let's sidebar the conversation about Erica, Mena, and Spice. Let's sidebar this conversation. We have a YouTuber, Carmen Pritchard. I love her. I love her. I love her. And everybody gets upset, because she does these skits and she looks at a lot of urban TV. So of course she identifies with the Sineads and the Wandas of the 90s and stuff, because she probably grew up on there watching it. I'm not saying that she wrong, but we can't cancel everybody for what they do, because she's giving out content, good or bad. It's gonna get the views, the ratings that it's supposed to get, and she gonna move on because she gonna make her bread and she gonna move on. Now, that being said, I would have loved for Erica and Spice to have that sit down conversation the way they did, but you cannot and you should not come at a black woman and call her the thing that everybody else calls us, the monkey. You know, when you call her a blue monkey, come on, that's different. It hit different for us. You know what I'm saying? It hits different because we black women, and you supposed to, and Erica is supposed to identify with us. You're our Latino sister. You both equal, baby. You got a little bit of you black. You got a little bit of black in you, because guess what? You from your people is Dominican, whether they black or Latino. Your mama is Puerto Rican. Your daddy is Dominican. He might be black because she look like, when she don't have on all that makeup, she look a little, you know, her pigment changes. You know what I'm saying? Her pigment of her skin, to me, it changes a little bit. One minute she might be a light brown. Next minute she might be like she is on here. But I see it as a light complected sister, and she identified with black people. Now, was she wrong for calling Spice the monkey? The blue monkey comment? Yeah. She was definitely wrong. I understand where it came from, where it comes from. It came from a place of anger about her child. But Erica has been getting in. She gets into things with. She's gotten into episodes where she had to be put in the green room and not tape with the other cast members on other reunions because she gets rowdy, and she wants to pop out, just like she did with Stevie J, just causing all that rigmarole with the two producers. Y'all know the other producer, Sean Gary. She got them into it. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much. These black men got to work within in the industry together. They could come together and make beautiful and compose beautiful music together. But you, on the other hand, you cause a lot of drama and you talk a lot of ish behind closed doors, and then you get in front of people and you want to pop the heck off, and you can tell. I'm just using for instances because she did that when it came to sin. She popped off then when she was like, well, I'm in a relationship now. You've been doing your own thing, and she makes it seem. See, Erica likes to go back to toxic. Sin was never toxic. She let that stuff go with the whatever little line they had. She was like, you can have all that. I don't care. You know, and you did what you wanted to do. Sin was a different type of woman. She wasn't gonna play that game with her, and she wasn't gonna keep you coming back in her life and want to be in her bed because we all know that Erica, she's, she, I, how I want to say it, she likes women. We all know that she's dated a woman, um, and she like me. Maybe it's a softer side that she like. Maybe she like that because she's a little bit of a harder type. Me, I just feel like men can't deal with her. She's just too much. And then she gets in these toxic relationships where men cannot deal with her. She needs a man that can deal with her. Somebody find her a man that can deal with her, and I ain't when I say deal with her, I mean put up with her type of, she needs somebody heated and aggressive like her, somebody to bring her aggression down. That's what I'm saying. She needs a man that's overly aggressive as her, but can bring her aggression down to a 5 or a 6. That way he's up here and she's right there in the middle. That way he could calm her down. Prime example of high headed Tamika and her Tamika from Escape. Not Tiny, Tamika Scott from Escape. She got Big Winston. Tamika, I always think she's nice and sweet, but rub her the wrong way, she will. She is like venom to me. She is like venom. She will bite you and leave uh poison in your veins. Don't cross her. You know, is what I'm saying. And Big Winston he's the soft teddy bear. He gonna love on her and he gonna bring her down to a 10. That way he gonna bring her down to a 5 or a 6. That way if he need to get aggressive above her, somebody messing with her, he can pull her to the side and say, hey, you sit right here. I got this. But if it's a female, he still know how to bring her back down. She needs somebody like that. Erica has a issue, and everybody was coming to her side, and I can understand it about her child, yes. But the other things she's done, I kind of understand the reason why. Um, I can understand the reason why. People are saying cancel her. Let's get off. Let's try to get off into at least 2 or 3 of these comments. Okay, so this is on site. Shout out to on site. Erica Mena has been okay, and we're gonna talk about this too. She's been kicked off of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta franchise after calling Spice a monkey during an argument. During a heated exchange argument, that's what the topic was about. She's gotten a boot, so we already know that. Y'all, and then this is Nick Bay. This is Charmaine's husband from Black Ink Crew. He said y'all had to wait for the episode to come out and y'all played it to millions of people. Y'all need to be canceled too. I get it. I get it. But I think what they did, let me say this. You know, Lil Scrappy said the same thing too. And he's on the show also. Look, she's gotten into exchanges with Lil Scrappy, um, Stevie J, Sin Santana, um, Rich Dollars. She's, you know, she's done some things. And Rich coincidentally went on live. I think it was Friday or Saturday that I picked it up, and he said the same thing. You know, why would they play that and knowing that, and then didn't fire her until after it came out? They knew that. Let me say this: they knew that it was going to have the impact that it did. It's a conversation that needs to be had because the industry has this colorism problem. And OG called it out. Shout out to OG of the Basketball Wives franchise basketball. I think it was LA. She was on for maybe 2 seasons. She started the conversation. Um, Real House was Real Housewives of Potomac kept the conversation going. Now we have um and then I think Love and Marriage Huntsville had a conversation too about colorism, and now here we're having the conversation on Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta. So my thing is, I get what everybody is saying about they waited to air the show. Listen, that's how you get the conversation started. I don't agree with how they did it. They should have put up there, in between. They should have put a clip in between the scenes and said something. And they should have fired her after that scene. They should have fired her after that scene. They let her go home, and they didn't say nothing about it until now because they didn't think that they was going to have the reaction that they was going to have. Now everybody gets upset because of the producers. Well, the producers on the Scott. That's her franchise. She's giving it to. She went over to another station and they aired it. I don't think VH1 would have aired it because they would have had stuck something in between to let people know this is not how we feel. This is what we need to do. We need to keep the conversation going. Shortly after the 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 scene wrapped, we did sit down, have a conversation with Erica and Spice, and we agreed that they should have did that right then and there, and we agreed that she would not be coming on indefinitely for the next year. So they should have had that conversation in between, put that little PSA up there in between the last scene and the scene where they were sitting down at the table with Shakana. Shakana is always the one that brings the stuff out. Her, shout out to Shakana. I don't have nothing against her. I feel her, little mama, she done got up on TV. She doing her thing. But sometimes you want to keep yourself out of ish. Because now, even though they will say, well, the producer set it up, but it looks like she set it up and it got out of hand. So let's read the next comment. They filmed it, edited it, and aired it, knowing the uproar would what the uproar would be. like this, that the uproar will be like this. So you want real reality TV. This is what you get. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. People not complimenting you when you're fighting. LOL. They're both beautiful women. No need to fire her. I'm sure plenty of y'all said some ish about y'all coworkers you didn't mean. Look at your coworker right now. Exactly. Bring love back. I agree with a little bit of that, and I'm gonna tell you why I agree with a little bit of that. The only problem is, yes, they filmed it, edited it, and aired it, and yeah, they knew the uproar it was gonna cause. It's real reality TV at its finest. So yeah, we do gotta stop capping. People need people not complimenting you when you're not fighting. That's true. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to see. I'm a black woman. I don't want to see our women fighting. I don't want to see women. Hush. I don't. I don't want to see. That's my dog, y'all. Uh, well, I'm dog sitting. She my baby though. She over here doing her thing. Um, but what I'm saying is uh she should not have done the things that she did. You know, I mean, it was a statement. I would have hit her back with something like, something else. But the death and that's another thing inside of the monkey, blue monkey remark. It was so much going on in that scene that we picked out the one thing that matters, but we did not get the understanding of why she keeps saying you should have died, you should have stayed dead. That was wrong. This is things that Spice had in her head, you know, and it's a reason why she don't like Spice. It's because, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not saying I'm for either one woman. The reason why she don't like Spice is because if Spice tried to be cool with her. The reason why I feel like she don't like Spice is because Spice came in this hip hop loving hip hop franchise on fire already. She's from Jamaica. She was already the queen of dance hall over there, and she came over here to the United States and she took over. Last year she was nominated for a Grammy. She's gotten even bigger. She's making even more money. She's worth some money now. She's actually worth some money now. You can come over here. She branched out and came over here to the States and started all over and left her kids where she left them. But she ain't forgot about them babies. So that's a whole nother can that you can open up, because I feel like Erica she hot. She a hot actress, but she a tool. It don't matter how you getting it out the mud. She's on Tubi now, so she's getting seen more. She's booked and busy over there on Tubi. She's getting it. She's getting those roles over there. She's getting those acting roles, and I ain't blaming her one bit, because that's how you get it. Because then once people see your work on Tubi, you can come over to another streaming service like that. I don't know where I know I seen this woman on Tubi, but she got her own show, and it's a Tyler Perry show now. It's called, y'all go look it up. It's called The Comeback or something. I'm gonna get the no, it's called Caught Up. Y'all go watch it over there on BT Plus. But yeah, I know I seen this woman over at Tubi on a Tubi movie, on a few Tubi movies. So she didn't came up. You can come up like that. You know what I'm saying? See, but my thing is with Erica, her temper, her being is gonna cause her not to get the roles that she deserved out here. Sometimes you gotta call a spade, honey, and you gotta calm that temper down. Now, that being said, let's get to the firing part of it. Now, you know, this is what they said. Love and Hip Hop. This is what was posted. I think it was posted Saturday morning, or it must have been early. It probably was between Thursday and Saturday that I seen this. I kept seeing it and I just wanted to know if it was real before I posted a video. But this is what the franchise says. The Love and Hip Hop franchise has never shied away from hard conversations in our community. Working hand in hand with our partners, viewers will see the impact of Erica Mena's remarks play out in the final 3 episodes of the season. Effective immediately, she will not appear in the next season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Now, we talked about it. Everybody, what the man said. Tabby, you Tabby, you state. I guess that's how you pronounce his name. Uh, he was saying, how we need to stop the cap. We like to see the ladies fight. Me personally, I don't want to see you fight. I mean, it's funny, sometimes, but then I'm gonna keep it real because I think a lot. Excuse me, I think a lot of it be BS to me. To me, I feel like it be a lot of BS. you know, this person slept with this man, or trying to push up on this man, or you did this, or somebody said this about this person. It gets around in a circle, and then it goes to a whole big old blow up, and then you and this person clash. That's because everybody be said what they done said, and then they ain't got in yoke in that other person ear, and that other person and got in that person ear. So now it's the fight. At the end of the day, bringing them to the table was probably the best thing to do because they had the most heated conversations. And like they said, on the next 3 episodes, we're going to see it play out. I think that they did that show to show how it was going to end up. Maybe they had already fired her. Let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it real. Maybe they had already fired her. We just didn't know. You know, and then they had, you notice that they hear it up and hit us with that statement. I'm thinking that they had already terminated her because of the saying, because that girl she had a hard year last year. Spice did. That young woman had a hard uh she had a she had some problems going on with her, and you just wished her whole death again. She should have stayed dead. All this, that, and then calling the woman a racial slur. Well, you know what? People are saying it wasn't a racial slur. Let's keep it realistic, was, because if it was a white woman saying that to a black woman or to her, we would have been saying, "Oh, no, 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 no. That's wrong. You can't say that to her. That's not right. Where you get off calling her a monkey?" So I think we got to hold her accountable. She got to be, whether she come back and say, "Well, you know what? I'm ready to sit down and have a real conversation with Spice." Let's have the Spice Erica conversation. Let's have the Spice Erica conversation. Let's film it for for the people. Hush. Shut up. let's she was doing all that noise, y'all. I normally don't get on her like that, but she's making up too much noise, whining. She don't want nothing. She got water, dog food. She got her own little bed. So she was just yeah. I'm trying to think of what I'm saying. Y'all forgive me. But yeah, so what I'm saying is, if they want to have this real sit down conversation and Spice agrees to it, and they film it and let Mona be in the middle explain she why they done it the way they done it, I think we'll be good, because the conversation does need to be had, and we do need to keep the conversation going. Y'all, we cannot not hold people accountable for those kind of words, because whether if you discriminating against somebody's skin, somebody's looks, whether if you black, tan, pink, purple, whatever, you know, you cannot discriminate against somebody's disability. I get a lot of that over here on my channel. People say the wrong things. I've already see, that's one thing that people cannot say to me, is because I'm secure within myself. I was a little bit apprehensive at first, letting myself being on camera. You know, if you go down in those old videos, I was doing it at first. Now I'm comfortable, with getting in front of the camera. I'm doing it like this only because I'm starting to do more reactions, and a lot of times I don't want to be on the camera, you know, especially when my hair is not done. I don't want to come on here looking any kind of way. My hair is done now, but I have real beautiful braids right now. But my thing is, people tend to discriminate against everything now. They depict everything about you. And I laid all my flaws out in the beginning. I have a disability. I have a cataract in my left eye. Um, Sometimes my hair is not done. I just kept it out. I no cap, not for nothing. I did that for a reason. So when people start to go and throw things out up under my comments, I've already said it. So you cannot tell me anything that I have not heard. So with this situation, we gotta take it in. We gotta hold it. We gotta hold her. We gotta hold baby girl accountable. I'm sorry, y'all. The rich dollars, the neat bays, all that. Come on, man. We gotta hold her accountable. Just like a lot of the women are saying, she has to be held accountable, because this is not the first altercation she's had in Love and Hip Hop franchise history. She bought a lot of stuff to New York. She bought a lot of stuff to I think when she came over here, I don't know if she was on Hollywood or Miami. I think she was on one of them two. I'm not for sure. But not for nothing, that was a lot. There was a lot going on in every aspect, you know. So just knowing that she's been out in all these altercations, and some of them had to start with Safari. You know what I'm saying? She had a big thing about Safari and Yandy being friends. Now she has a whole problem. She had a whole problem. I almost died, and you crying over this woman, and she almost okay. I get it. Your husband didn't he wasn't around. I'm sorry for that. But why would you say this about that woman, and why would you call her that? That word, that term, it eats me up, because our black women, we are not monkeys. We are human beings. And for her, she, like I was going to say earlier, she's both equal. So Boricua, I looked that up and I say, what is that? Why do everybody say, oh, she Boricua? You know, Boricua, mommy. You know, I looked it up. And all it is just, matter of fact, let me get the correct term. Okay, so what I'm saying is I'm about to look this up and what is Boricua? Okay, so what it is it's a person from Puerto Rico by birth or descent. And then okay, so going further off into it, it's and then it asks the question, what are Puerto Ricans mixed with? When they say Puerto Rican or they call them Boricua, the reason why is because as a result of Puerto Rican bloodlines and culture involved through a mixing of Spanish, African American, and Indian of Tino and Caribbean Indian races that are shared through the island. Today, many Puerto Rican towns retain their Tino names, such as I can't pronounce Utundo, and yeah, it's some more stuff down off in there. But yeah, so basically, a Puerto Rican woman or man, just like Fat Joe has said, we are mixed with black. That's why he can say all the N words he wants because he feels like he is a black man. Legitly, he feels like he's a black man. So again, when you go look up Puerto Ricans and you look up Boricua, you know that this is what they're saying. They are of Puerto Rican bloodlines and culture involved through a mixing of Spanish, African American, and an indigenous, indi, indigenous, indigenous or something. These words are okay. Is indigenous, Tino and Caribbean Indian races that are shared in the island. So basically, they are melting pot of African American, Spanish, Tino, and Caribbean and Indian races. Come on now. If that's not if that's not black, I don't know what it is. She got some black in her. So basically what they're saying is she could have her mama have had a little bit of black in her. Her daddy, which is Dominican Republican, he's from the Dominican and he's Dominican. He's got a lot of he's got some Puerto Rican, he got some Latin Puerto Rican, that same thing, Latino, Spanish, and because they from out there mixing pot. So therefore, I'm trying to figure out why she said what she said. Because if you of a Caribbean descent, you should not have done your Caribbean sister like that. You shouldn't have slung her through the mud like that. That's just my opinion, y'all. Y'all chime in down below. Let's keep this conversation going. Do y'all feel like that the franchise was wrong? Do you feel like Mona was wrong for taking the stance that she did? Me personally, I don't think she was wrong. I think that they were gonna have to cut ties with Erica, because I would my just like my daughter told me. She said, "Mama, when I almost would have lost my baby, I would have took time off from filming, and I would have came back a stronger woman." I feel like Erica was doing it for the money and to take care of her kids, but in the same sentence, I would have not filmed this much. I would have pulled back at least 50% of filming. I would have been on the show, but I wouldn't have been filming a lot of what she was filming and going through, because she should have had been in counseling for almost losing her life, losing her husband, almost losing her child. It She should have took some time out to reflect. And if you want to still go do movies, you can still go do movies. But see, these are the things that she was not promoting. Erica has been in some good movies on Tubi. She should have been having them go around while she was filming these movies, so she could show people what she was doing. I think that she was just so insecure about Spice, and you should have been mad with Sierra, to be real. Let's keep it real, because your friend kept a secret from you that your man at the time, and you were still sleeping with him, was trying to hit on her, get her to get in the bed with him. I fought Safari for this too. He wrong in a lot of instances. Even though he wasn't there, the conversation surrounded by him. So we're gonna get off in this. We're gonna talk about this. It may be a part two, because I gotta go see the next 3 episodes. I gotta go see the first episode after this one that just aired. So we gonna talk about this some more. We gonna Y'all get lit off in these comments down below, because guess what? I'm lit and I'm back and I'm better than ever. So till next time, I want y'all to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that post notification bell, guys, so that when I upload, yay, y'all know that I've done so. So until next time, peace, y'all.